Groovy English Podcast.
Hey there! Welcome back to Groovy English. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Aiden. We share real stories, useful tips, and everyday English to help you grow with confidence.
Wherever you are in your English learning journey, we're glad you're here.
If you're enjoying the podcast, feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with a friend. Let's get started.
Hi everyone, my name is Eva. And today, I want to share something really close to my heart, the thing that helped me go from struggling with English to actually enjoying it. It's not a secret technique, it's not a magic app. It's something small and simple. I practiced for 10 minutes a day. That's it. 10. And honestly, it changed everything. At first, I didn't think it could work. You see, I used to believe that unless I studied for hours and took notes and read thick textbooks, I wasn't really learning. I would sit at my desk with grammar books, trying to memorize verb tenses, long vocabulary lists, complicated sentence structures, and most of the time, I'd forget it all the next day. I'd do well for a few days, and then stop. Start again. Stop again. And with each stop, I lost a little more motivation. Eventually, I gave up. I thought maybe I just didn't have the talent. Maybe English wasn't for me. I kept thinking, I'm too old to learn, or I don't have enough time, or my pronunciation is too bad. But deep down, I still wanted to speak. I wanted to watch movies without subtitles. I wanted to have conversations without panicking. I wanted to feel confident when someone asked me a question in English, not freeze and smile awkwardly. One night, while scrolling on my phone, I saw a video. Just a short one. A teacher said something so simple. Don't aim for perfect English. Aim for consistent English. Those words stuck with me. I realized I had been waiting for the perfect moment to start learning again. Waiting for more time. Waiting until I felt ready. But that moment never came. And maybe it never would. So I told myself, let's do something different. No big goals. No pressure. Just 10 minutes. Every day. No matter what. 10 minutes. That's it. The next morning, I started. I stood in front of my mirror and just talked. It felt ridiculous at first. I said things like, "Hi. My name is Sarah. I live in Jakarta. I like coffee." I laughed at myself. I messed up words. I felt shy, even though I was completely alone. But I kept going. That first week, I did whatever felt easy. One day, I recorded a voice note on my phone, just saying what I did that day. I went to work. It was hot outside. I had fried rice for lunch. It was simple, but something strange happened. When I listened back to my voice, I didn't feel embarrassed. Actually, I thought, that doesn't sound so bad. For the first time ever, I was getting used to hearing myself speak English. Another day, I read an article out loud. Just a short one, something about travel. I read it slowly, and when I didn't know a word, I didn't stop to look it up. I just guessed from the sentence. I let myself flow, even if I made mistakes. The third week, I tried something new. I listened to a podcast, actually, one very similar to this one. I heard a sentence I liked, "She's running late." I paused and said it out loud. Then again. Then again. I repeated the intonation, the rhythm. I copied the way it sounded, not just the words. It felt like I was doing voice training. And honestly, it was fun. I'd walk around the house repeating sentences. Don't worry about it. Sounds good to me. Catch you later. Sometimes I even pretended I was in a movie. I'd imagine a scene in my head and speak both roles. I know that sounds silly, but it worked. I was using English. Out loud. Every day. Then I asked my friend Maria if she wanted to join me. We made a deal, every evening, just 10 minutes in English. No switching to our native language. Just English. At first, we laughed a lot. We made mistakes, forgot words, froze in the middle of a sentence. But it was okay. We helped each other. Sometimes, if we didn't know how to say something, we'd describe it. Like once, I forgot the word for ladle. So I said, you know, the big spoon you use to serve soup. And Maria got it. We both learned something. We talked about our day, what we cooked, people at work, random things like, would you rather live by the sea or in the mountains? Anything to keep the conversation going. 10 minutes turned into 15. 15 turned into 20. But we always said, 10 is enough. The rule wasn't to be perfect. The rule was to show up. And we did. After a month, I noticed big changes. First, I wasn't afraid anymore. If someone spoke English to me at a coffee shop, I didn't freeze or panic. I just spoke back. Not perfectly, but clearly. Second, I stopped translating in my head. I started thinking in English. Not all the time, but often. Instead of thinking, "Ça la part," and then changing it to, "I'm hungry," my brain just said, "I'm hungry," right away. Third, I started using natural phrases. Not the kind you learn in school. But things like, "Hang on a sec. That's awesome. I'm not sure yet, I'll let you know." I didn't study these phrases. I heard them. Repeated them. Lived with them. And then something amazing happened. One day, at work, a customer spoke to me in English. Usually, I would have called my supervisor to handle it. But this time, I didn't even think. I just answered. We had a whole conversation. He smiled and said, "Your English is really clear. Did you study abroad?" And I smiled back and said, "Nope. I just practice 10 minutes a day." It felt like such a small thing to say, but inside, I was bursting with pride. After that, I didn't stop. In fact, I got more creative. Some mornings, I'd describe everything I was doing. I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm making toast. The toast is burning. Other times, I'd write a sentence in my notebook and say it 10 different ways. For example, it was a nice day. Then, it was such a lovely day. What a beautiful day it was. I really enjoyed the weather today. I wasn't just learning words. I was learning how to express myself. And that, to me, is what English is about. It's not about getting every tense right. It's not about knowing 10,000 words. It's about saying what you think, how you feel, in a way that someone else understands. And you don't need to speak like a native to do that. You just need to speak. Now, don't get me wrong, there were still hard days. There were times I got frustrated, or didn't feel like practicing. There were days when I felt like I wasn't improving. But the difference now was, I didn't quit. Because I wasn't chasing perfection. I was building a habit. Even now, I still speak to myself every day. In the car. In the kitchen. On a walk. I still record voice notes. I still repeat sentences from podcasts. It's part of my life, like brushing my teeth. So if you're listening to this and thinking, I don't have time, or I'm too shy, please remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be brave. You just need to start. Start small. Speak out loud. Make mistakes. Smile at yourself. And tomorrow, do it again. Because 10 minutes a day might sound small. But over time, it changes everything. Sometimes, people ask me, Sarah, what's the best thing to practice in those 10 minutes? And honestly, my answer is always the same, whatever makes you feel curious that day. Some days I practice small talk, like how to greet someone or answer questions like, what do you do? Or, how was your weekend? Other days, I focus on pronunciation. I say tricky words like, comfortable, February, or, through over and over again until they don't feel so scary anymore. It's not about following a strict lesson. It's about choosing you, your interests, your voice, your pace. Another surprising thing I discovered was how English started showing up in my everyday thoughts. One afternoon, I was shopping at the market and looking at mangoes, and I caught myself thinking, these look really fresh today. And I laughed, because that thought came in English. Not my native language. That moment made me feel proud, like English was becoming part of me, not just something I studied. I also want to share this, you don't have to do this alone. Yes, I started by myself. But over time, I found others who were also trying. And we encouraged each other. We sent voice messages, shared funny mistakes, gave each other new phrases we had learned. You don't need a big group. One friend is enough. Sometimes, you just need someone to say, hey, you're doing great. Keep going. And if you don't have anyone yet, let me be that person. You can do this. you're not too late, and you're not too far behind. One thing I started doing around month 2 was keeping a confidence journal. Every time I used English in real life, I wrote it down. Even small things, like replying to a YouTube comment or asking a question in English at work. Seeing those moments on paper reminded me, I'm making progress. I'm doing it. Even when it feels slow, I'm still moving forward. And that gave me the motivation to continue. If you try this, I promise, it'll make your growth visible. And now, looking back, I can honestly say, I'm so glad I didn't wait. If I had waited until I had more time, or more courage, or more vocabulary, I'd still be waiting. But I chose to start small. Just 10 minutes. Just one voice message. Just one sentence in the mirror. And now, here I am, telling my story, in English, with a full heart. So wherever you are in your journey, I hope you'll take the same first step. Just 10 minutes today. Then tomorrow. And then again. One day, you'll look back, just like I am now, and you'll say, wow. I really did it.
Your English is shining brighter by the minute. Hit that next video to keep leveling up your skills. Or dive into our other episodes for more secrets to talk like a pro. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to join the Groovy English crew.